AreaFada, thanks for doing this.
You know, I don't want to say anything until we are there live so that all our followers will follow. But
Okay.
AreaFada did not warn us that he was preparing something like this.
Yeah.
Last time he was here.
This is just a runaway song. Yeah.
Okay.
Something happened, and that's what the thing will happen. So I say, make we put it down for the sound.
Mashallah.
Chikena.
You understand?
Nagani.
Yeah.
Nagani.
We're live actually. Isaac, I'm still the link.
I don't talk the one I know.
Yeah.
You don't have time with the final now. All right. So AreaFada, we have the link now.
Okay.
I sent to your assistant Dorian, please. Dorian, help us share this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sharing now. So you have been here before, you know the drill. We have to make sure that our followers follow. Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Right.
To me, the whole project is typical, right? It's very simple. You know, like things that are packed with wisdom are always very. See, like air. Air is so simple that you can breathe it. You see what I mean? It's just simple. It's just there everywhere, and you can just breathe and feel it. So this song too, I feel the same. If we open our minds, we would see that it sets some sort of a foundation, not just of where we're going, but it paints a picture too of where we are. You see, and it's really encouraging, and not to make it political, but things like nationalism and things like that, they are rooted in the words that I hear from this song. So, and like we're saying, Isaac, we have leaders that think that they can come and say, I don't know what happened, and they want us to shift the blame, forgetting that responsibility means that you are the night watch. So if they come and steal, you shouldn't say that, I don't know when the thieves passed. You're the night watch, we're paying you for that.
Yes, exactly. It basically suggests that as a leader, if something happens and you cannot account to it, it basically says that you are not capable, or you don't know what's going on. And if a leader says he doesn't know what's going on, it raises a lot of doubts and a lot of questions. And that brings us to today's show. AreaFada is here. Oga, you are very much welcome.
Yeah. Glad to be here again.
Yes, sir. It's an
Inshallah.
honor to have you. Yes. So, sir, your song, AreaFada, to all of you watching, AreaFada has a new single. It premiered on Friday, the 4th of December, and today we have him for you here live and direct. A song called Unknown Soldier. Okay, what can you tell us about Unknown Soldier? Are there unknown soldiers still in Nigeria, or are they in Afghanistan?
The unknown soldiers everywhere, but the one where we dey talk about now, the one within Nigeria. Now those ones where go shoot up for Lekki toll gate that for days and weeks on ending, and go say na them no be them. Now some soldiers, the army people say, well, they are not responsible. No soldiers left the barracks, on and so forth. Who gave the order? Nobody knew who gave the order, you know. But we're hip to what is happening. We understand what is happening, and that's why we labeled the song Unknown Soldier. Okay. And that was like I was trying to explain, in the beginning of the interview. That was just another runaway song. It's not a single, but it was something I felt like doing because I was actually afflicted by that incident. The thing peppered me. And I know that that night of the massacre, when the news came out, a lot of people in Nigeria did not sleep, me inclusive. A lot of people all over the world who are Nigerians, because it was a rude shock. But me, I understand and I know that our enemies can go to any length because
Hmm.
they are barbarians, they are demonic, and coincidentally, that very morning of the evening of the massacre, that very morning, I had sent out a post advising those outstanding youths at the toll gates. So maybe we should just retreat a bit and reevaluate because you must understand the capacity of your enemy. It's very important. If you don't know what they are capable of doing, how strong or weak they are, then you might run into trouble. I expected what happened. It didn't come as a surprise. And even though I had predicted what will happen, when it happened, I was still sickened in my stomach, you know. So the unknown soldier, fella don't sing before. So you can imagine all the problems that fella talked about. It's what we still experience till today, So it was just about what it's all about.
Mashallah. And actually the wave,
And
yeah, sorry, we can hear you. And also the wave of these kinds of events is also around Cameroon, because I don't know if you heard, but the school children were killed in Cameroon around that time too.
yes, I heard
Yes.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that. Well, it's all over the world. There's something really happening. The quality of leadership globally has fallen. You see what America is doing now, Trump
Yeah.
is doing in America.
Yeah.
You see what Putin is doing in Russia,
Yeah.
what the Chinese are trying to do. So leadership around the world has fallen, to an all-time low. Yeah. So uh, it's not just Nigeria.
Yeah, and what actually now, the I was feeling a rush of sadness as you were like painting the picture, but the words that really struck my mind are the words like enemy. You see, normally in warfare, yes, you must know your enemy, but what is really sad is that when in a situation where our enemy is like our government, so like the people that are, yeah, so it's that's
well,
what is really, it
well,
makes me to shiver.
the government that is not people's friendly, the government that is insensitive to people's yearnings, they are the enemy of the people. Whether they are your leaders, they are your government, they are the enemy of. Donald Trump is the enemy of democracy.
Mashallah.
Yeah, he may have some few faithful that is following him. He has a cult followership, but he is the enemy of democracy. And anybody who is the enemy of democracy is the enemy of the people.
Of course.
Because what is democracy about? Government of the people for the people.
Yeah.
So if the government is not for us, then you are enemy.
Yeah. I see. So in this situation now, thanks for the project. It's actually it is gonna like massage us, the hurt that we're feeling from these uncertain times. And I mean, because the warfare is not just political, it's also economical. A lot of people are sinking into positions that they never dreamed of. COVID is hitting us, leadership too is hitting us. So perhaps the leaders are also trying to adjust to the times by trying to reap more from the people, but the people too are waking up. So now that I don't know how you see the situation based on your experience in certain things. Do you think, what are some of the things that you would commend the youth for doing so far, so that they themselves can see that Area Father is watching and this is what we're doing fine, and that can help like massage both egos and consciences so we can move forward.
Okay, well, I'm not here to be massaging anybody's ego, conscience, or whatever.
Yeah.
What has to be done has to be done,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, the youths that I saw at Lekki Tollgate, the
Yeah.
youths that were out for those 10 days, those are the youths I'm talking about in Nigeria.
Okay.
They are youths and they are youths. And I'm talking about the exceptional, the outstanding youths of this country. Because I know that as soon as this quality of youth that I'm referring to, anytime they leave Nigeria, they go abroad, they blossom,
Okay.
they spread their wings. Because in Nigeria, we have a toxic environment where young people's dream just die.
Yeah.
Young people's dream die here in Nigeria. Okay. So for the youths to be able to hold their own for 10 days, for me, that was a fulfillment of some sort because I was now saying, thinking out aloud, oh, so this can happen in my lifetime.
Mashallah.
And all I can do is to encourage them because the only way to retrieve their stolen future is to stand their ground. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, what happened. That massacre happened. So they had to go back to the drawing board
Okay.
because they're beginning to understand who their enemies are, what their enemies are capable of doing. Okay. Because these are people, these are barbarians that are satanic and demonic. Like I keep saying,
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
the demon, the demon is at the rock. It's at the rock. Where is Olumo Rock or Aso Rock? The demons have permeated the whole Nigerian space.
Yeah.
But I still believe in those exceptional, outstanding youths because I always argue, how can people with the mentality of the 19th century,
Yeah.
because they have been performing from the same playbook, the same shit they've been doing for the past 70 years. They've
Mm-hmm.
never stopped. It's the same way till today. How can the people, these barbarians from the 19th century, defeat kids and youths of the 21st century or the 22nd century? Okay? We
Mashallah.
may not have the guns, we may not have uh, the the evilness to kill and plunder. Okay, we
Yeah.
don't have that. The youth don't have that, but they have the numbers and they have technology on their side. And there's no way that you can tell me that people from the cave era can defeat people of the 22nd century. It's not possible.
Yeah. It's not.
It's just a question of time. And
Mashallah.
this shit cannot go on for too long.
Mashallah.
that that's so good to hear. I mean, sir, hearing your words of encouragement, that was what my colleague Brian meant when he said massage. Massage
Yeah.
in this sense is encourage people, encourage the youth, encourage those. Your words are aha. They are like, I mean, they are like encouragement. We go bring correct ginger
And it
because I
slap.
know say plenty guys wait there now. We don't see you now. We don't hear this your song. You go they ginger them well. And that brings me, sir. Um, the End Sars protest went, it happened. You were impressed. And the massacre happened. Now there has been a lot of quietness, or should I say disquietness around. Where is the progress there? Some people fear that that is just the end of it. Although we are happy that you are coming up with a project now. No, what does no mean, sir?
No, it can't be the end of it because there's something happening on the international scene.
Okay.
Nigerians in diaspora are becoming very, very vocal, which is good. We're getting a lot of uh, news reportage, on the international scene, calling attention to our problem. you know. So there's quite a lot going, okay? And it's because young people are beginning to have a better understanding of who their enemies are. So you can't, everything that they are planning cannot just be on social media,
All
Yeah.
right.
okay?
All
There
right.
was, a notice that they were all going to assemble today. I think today is the 7th, Abi.
Yes, yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
By last night, the army and the police they've taken all over toll gates. Uh-huh. But they're not going to see anybody. When the thing will bust, they're not going to ring bell for that one.
Now, so
Mashallah.
And they
that
won't
sounds,
see it coming.
Brian. That sounds like a ninja strategy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, war is the art of deception, and that's why, like I was saying, I think I was taking this whole thing to be a joke until Area Father was mentioning our enemies. So while I was trying to figure out that, oh wait, when we're talking about enemies, it's also those that are supposed to be leading us. Then I realized that we're actually at war. It's scary and frightful, and the brain sometimes hides things from us so that we don't really get shaky all the time. But I mean, warfare is the art of deception. Like Napoleon, you can always creep in at night and sample your enemy and disappear. You see, and if he gives you victory, so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I see, yeah. And
Yeah,
area father,
I
do you
like that, sir.
consider?
Even though today,
Yeah.
e-
Oh,
e-
sorry. Continue, Isaac.
even though today, sir, I saw that even in Osun State, there are some youths that came out on the street to protest, and they went straight to their state out of assembly. You know, that's to say that the spirit of the End Sars is not dead at all. You know, and also just this afternoon, I saw a video where the son of Fela and Nicola Koputi, that is by the name Sheung, is out on the street talking to young people, and he's even saying that let's take this thing advance. Let's form a political party whereby in 2023 we'll take these people out. So that gives me, sir, what you are talking about here. The spirit is not dead. This it's like these youths are really very organized this time around. But sometimes again we fear, sir, the issue about I mean, bringing money to corrupt some of them and all of that. Is there anything that you people are doing as some guiding forces, some guidance to ensure that this is these guys, these youths, that we remain very focused?
When you say you people, I really don't understand. Who is you people?
You,
This is
you,
entirely a youth. No, my job here as an area father, my job is anybody that is looking for direction or advice, they will report to me. Yeah?
hmm,
Mashallah. Yeah.
For direction and advice. Hands of these young people, they are keeping it to their heart, which is very good. Okay? Because you can't have your strategy all over the place.
hmm.
Because, like I said in the beginning, they're good youths and they're bad youths. And I know, like I also said in the beginning, that these people, they have a way that they operate. It's the same thing that they've been doing for the past 70 years. They look for the people who they will give money.
Mm,
But that will fail in this dispensation
that's good.
because the youth I'm referring to are not those kind of ones who want their money. The youth I'm referring to are the people who are genuinely pained by what is happening and they've had enough. So it's going to be more problem because what this our enemy, they only know that playbook from which they operate. Anything outside it
They don't know.
will just disorient them, you know. So, and this is where these exceptional people, this is the direction where they want, where I understand they want to be coming from. Okay,
Yeah.
because they won't see the next thing that is about to happen. I doubt if they will even have an idea. So all they can do is just kill as many people as they care to kill. Well, how many they fit kill, sir? Can they kill all of us? It's not
They
possible.
can't.
Mashallah.
They can't.
Eh,
It's not possible.
yeah, I would like to look at the artist side of the whole project, because first of all, there are many angles to it. One of them is that you, area father.
But yeah, can I just say something?
Yes, please. Yeah.
You see, there's a young man by my side.
Uh huh.
You see, we're doing the edit of my recent video.
Mashallah.
So I think I only have about 8-10 minutes to
Okay.
spare, but because this has already been booked,
Yeah.
I just couldn't get out of it, and I
Okay.
like
Okay.
to keep my word,
Okay.
so
I
yeah,
appreciate that.
Let me set the timer then 10 minutes.
no problem.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot. So
Yeah.
for the artist side of it, what I see is pragmatism, in the sense, because like you just mentioned, you like that your role, you see yourself as a guide. You dispense advice. So as an elder, you have walked this road, you know where the signs are, so you can tell us that, oh, there's a stop sign here, there's a pothole here, and things like that. So also,
Yeah.
you don't just talk, you show, because this whole project of realizing is the art of showing us that this is how you work, because it didn't just come out of anywhere. So I would like you to help dispense some advice, like about how we can use our various arts to empower ourselves. I, as a computer person, just like you have done with the song. So there are other youth that they practice various crafts. So what is it that we need as we're building our nation or our nations?
Well, you said it, and I've said it previously, that what we're going to use to defeat this our enemy is our technology.
Okay.
Can you imagine any of these old people doing what you're doing now? Are they capable of that?
No.
You have the brain and the sense to do what you're doing now. They don't. So they're behind times. We have the number. Okay, there's a lot of artists who are now, they're very sentimental about how their environment is turning out. So they're singing. I'm not just the only one singing about the frustration or the bad environment.
Mhm.
People are trying to see what they can do, whatever they can do. And like as I said earlier on in this interview, a lot of people, young people in the diaspora, they've taken this to another level. They're busy having communication with the government of their own immediate environment to see what can be done.
Okay.
Because if the world is sensitized as to the atrocity that is happening here, I don't know. Maybe something will happen. Maybe they wouldn't be too brazen about what they do
Yeah.
about this oppression. I don't, but something must give. When it will give, I have no idea. But this can definitely not go on in perpetuity. And like I
Mashallah.
keep warning Nigerians, let them be ready for a heavy downpour. Because before it even gets better, it will get worse. And that is also because of our years of docility, years of inaction. But like people say in my own language, they say anytime where young person wake up now in morning.
So
Okay, so maybe some of the youths they don't wake up now. So this is their morning. They better get their acts together. That's all I can say.
Mashallah. Isaac, you have anything?
well, I don't really have anything rather than to appreciate Area Father,
Mm-hmm.
for his consistency in trying to make sure Nigeria that we live the dream, the dreams of our forefathers,
Yeah.
and also to wish him well in his new project. And I wonder if he can tell us more
Yeah,
about his new project as
let
he
me
leaves.
add. let me add, yes, I will, but let me add this. Somebody asked me yesterday, what do I think about Igbo presidency? I was just laughing. I said, see how these are enemies, they keep banging our heads together. Today is South president. Today they say it's rotation and not rotation. So when they asked me that question, I said, I don't bloody care who the president, where the president is coming from. What I care about, do you have the people's interests at heart? Are you sensitive to the people that you're leading? Because this is what good leaders ought to do. Is there a semblance of leadership? That's what we're talking about. So if it's a goat there, I don't care. As long as that goat feels the pulse of the people and does the right thing, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah,
But it's because of this their playbook, because how they keep winding us, how they keep, it's just divide and rule. That's what's happening. There's injustice in the north, east, west, and south. There's injustice everywhere in Nigeria. There's injustice in the world. Okay. So like I said, this song is just a runaway song. But my real album is dropping in first, second week in January. Okay, and I think the world should just be ready for a big surprise. Okay, they're not going to see what I'm about to do. They're not going to see it coming. So they better be surprised. You know, and I'm excited about it because I worked with a very outstanding artists like Fowles, like Orisha Femi, like Sound Sultan, like W4. And for me, I want to work with as many outstanding artists as possible, you know. But yes, my album is finally dropping 2021, January, first, second week. And people should just look out for that. Especially the title song, Odudu Bariba.
Odudu Bariba.
Yes, that's a spiritual warrior.
What does that mean?
That is a spiritual warrior.
It's a spiritual warrior.
Okay.
And like I keep saying, what is happening to us in Nigeria, in fact, in Africa, it's a spiritual warfare that is going on.
Mashallah. Good
against evil. But the evil is so devilish, it's unbelievable.
Mashallah. And what happens to a man equals the man. So I think if we can handle it. If not, it wouldn't be there. So thanks very much, AreaFada. We have 4 minutes left, but
thank you.
Out of respect, we can let you go. Let me make my own speech. Let me make my own speech. So thank you very much for thank you very much for your time and the words. There is this time you told us about life, how life God sends you with a SIM card. I keep playing that over and over whenever I feel like I'm losing ginger.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I gotta play that. And
Listen, off record, maybe you talk to my assistant. Yeah, you can connect us. So it's not all the time that we'll be talking
Mashallah.
like this. We can have a private offline conversation.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
There's a lot of things we can share together too.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Mashallah.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll
do that.
Permission to fall out.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Permission to carry on.
Yeah. All right. Bye. Thanks. Yeah.
Yes, man. These are the kind of elders we should have in Africa, isn't it, Brian?
Yeah. So anyway, we'll close this and meet on the other side. Thanks everyone for joining.
No, Brian, before we close, please, for those that are watching today, share them the wisdom that you learned about the SIM card. Please.
Okay. So AreaFada said, let me mute him. So just a minute.
I mean, some people are new here.
Yes. So AreaFada said that life is like the way life is and how God sends you to the world. It's like he gives you a phone and then he gives you data. So now when you get here, you can use that data and start being industrious. Like you could create your own call box, or you could use the data and do good, be it through calling people, through just being industrious with what you can do with data today, right? And when I see it through my own mind that God gave me, I see the internet actually as like I used to tell you, Isaac. I see the internet as land, right? Where
Mm,
uh, there we can put our investments and our thoughts. Like when I visualize, the same like you were asking me about this painting. When I visualize Facebook, I'm used to Boya. Boya has one long street, and then you see bars on the left, you see a bank on the right, you see the university here, you see a big building that is being constructed. So that's land. That's how I see land. People put in their investments. In French, we call it bâtiment, like a whole building. So when people say bâtiment in French, in English, using the French word, they're trying to show you how enormous it is, and that's how you say, man, this man has put an investment down. So when I think
mm,
of the internet, that's how I feel about it, about building our own projects. It could be this or it could be an artist or whatever. So when AreaFada was explaining that and saying data, that's what I see. That's what I visualize, right? Like us coming to this land where we're limited by our imagination. You see, so now he says that, but some of us come there and then we take that phone and call God and ask God that, oh, what is it that we should do? Or this is not working, that is not working. Whereas the data that he has given us, we can use it to paint the reality that we really want to see. So I don't know if I
mm.
summarized it, but that's how I feel
Yeah,
about that message.
yeah, that's interesting. But there's one other part that you normally like to add. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you just skipped it today because you're elaborating. Is
Mm-hmm.
that God gives us? It's like God gives us these SIM cards,
Yeah.
like the gift of technology, like the gift of our tech, our talent.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
we still have to call back again, call back God and say, God, you didn't give us data now.
Yeah.
You didn't give us, I mean, you didn't give
Yeah.
us credit for our SIM cards now.
Yeah. Right.
And that is really, very, really, really been unfair. I think that is a situation where a human being has then become lazy when you know that you've been given your hands, you've been empowered, with your brain to be
Yeah.
creative,
Yeah.
and provide for yourself and your community, but you still complain
Yeah.
you know
Right.
and
That's true.
and
Yeah.
and that shouldn't be. Come on, this is AreaFada. At his age, he's still producing records
Yeah.
you know
Mm-hmm.
yes. So it's a call upon us, for everybody to make sure you dip your hands in the mud and get creative
Yeah.
and get some work out there.
Yeah, and that's what really fascinates me, man. That whole advice captures almost all of reality, in the sense
Mm,
that because Isaac, you as a journalist, you have seen things, you have thought things, you have tested like the very essence of your existence. So me, I've also thought that in my search for understanding, be it of the computer, of spirituality, of myself. So I realized that all places we go to, it could be a juju house, or even when we met the babalao, there's this whole essence that truth is there's this unity in truth. They keep saying one thing. They try to empower us and show us, talk about love, about care, but mostly about focus and work. If you go everywhere, that's what they'll tell you. It's about doing things, of which even worship is also work. You see, and in Islam, I came to understand the summary, and I think Jesus Christ summarized that too when he said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything will come to you." So, which means we have to like connect first, and then every other thing would come. So
mm,
that advice
mm,
summarized that for
mm,
me, because if God gives you that same card and everything, and you're in connection with God, the kinds of call you'll be making will be more of like just chiming in. Hey, hi, it's like a dad, right? How are you doing?
mm.
This is what I've done so far. Thank you for the data you gave me. I've opened my call box. You see, and
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah,
So it really hit me like real hard.
yeah. Interesting, man. Somebody was asking me, Brian, and said, why is it that when we come to our own show, we don't tell people to like our page, we don't tell people to share our page and all of
Um.
that. So I said, I will leave Brian to answer that. Although I gave the person my answer, and the
Uh-huh.
person is watching to hear Brian's version.
Me, I always forget. So,
I told him that is not our priority. Hey God, Hello?
Yeah.
Are you there, Brian?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, so I told the person that that is really not, maybe it might be a deficiency on our side, but probably not our priority, for our show. Our show
Yeah.
is basically to put out, quality information, to share with people information that are beneficial to people,
Yeah.
not
Mashallah.
just to have shares and likes.
Uh-huh.
But again, since we're asked these questions, maybe we have to
Yeah.
not forget, Brian. We
Yeah.
always say that please share our page, our
Yeah.
Topo Spaces page, share it. Share our page, also like it, and also follow us.
Yeah.
That will
Okay.
give us the support base
Yeah,
and
thanks.
the necessary support that we need.
Mashallah, thanks. And please tell the person that asked to thank them, because I, for one, I totally forgot. And Isaac, those are, like I was saying the other time, those are some of the things that I enjoy working with you, because you remember things like that. Me, when it comes to like views and the rest, I always forget, because I'm like this carpenter that is then nailing his bench. So all he cares is that the nail should fit and things like that. So how,
Yeah,
where the bench goes, like I don't really care, but I wonder wherever it goes, it should go well. So I
yeah.
try to focus on that. But thanks for bringing that up. So in that light, those that are watching, please share and like a page. We have a YouTube channel too, which we have not really channeled energy there, like on marketing it and like. But again, I know that there will be some time when we'll focus on that, because
Yeah.
like in my mind, I see this as an experiment, and as we're going, we'll be picking momentum, learning and readjusting. So this question is an example of an event that can cause us to readjust how we're pushing our info out there. So thanks for the question.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thanks. So I
All
just
right.
so those watching us, if you find this interesting, catch us later at 6 p.m. We have Ramon and James Inogu, who are coming to talk about marketing, right? Entrepreneurship and marketing, right, Brian?
Yes. Yeah. We'll have a conversation about those. So thanks. Please come with questions. We'll be chatting about like current state of affairs and what can be done, what we can do to empower ourselves, those that are talking are leaders in their sectors, the entrepreneurs. So we would ask them to tell us some of the problems that can be solved in this age, because problems are opportunities. And as an entrepreneur, it's not just about copying and pasting, but it's also about innovating and moving
Mm,
towards achieving your goals. So we'll have that kind of conversation.
yeah.
Yeah.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, cheers. All right, Isaac, see you at that
Yeah.
time. Yeah, bye.
This not the area.